morning, everybody. We're coming to you live here from the Covestro ring. I'm joined in the booth by my good friend and partner, the Commodore.
Welcome back to the booth here, Ben. Good to be with you.
Second game of the weekend against Culver Military Academy. Boys need a win. They're going to come away with one today. Fast play to start. We got Houghton, Dunn, and Sargo out there together. Sargo in the near boards, plays it behind the net. Dunn with a check. Leaves it for Houghton. Puck's bouncing, shot blocked, and the net's off the moorings.
Ben, you're already seeing a little more feistiness from this group just in the first shift. And for those of you tuning in, something that you didn't see during warm-ups, or maybe you did, Riker Reeling patrolling center ice, talking smack to anybody he could interact with on Culver. I think he's trying to get the boys fired up, so looking forward to his first shift.
A couple of new line pairings here. It looks like Pearsall, Dewitt, and Louis G. Pearsall with a nice win right to Louis G. Shot blocked. Leaf and Tango out there defensively. Leaf drives his man wide, blocked, shot, save, rebound. Jason, that's Skyler today, coming up with 2 initial saves.
Boy, a nice rebound save by Skyler there. That puck went right out to the slot. Able to corral that puck. Now the Penguins with the defensive zone faceoff.
No auto on the phone. Well, we're talking now. Hopefully this is coming through for everybody at home. Pearsall giving chase. Centers one over to Louis G. Just broken up. Tango now behind the goal line. Skates it forward, chips it over to Louis G. Plays it up the ice. Tango catches it nicely at the red line. A lot of action right in front of us. Couldn't connect. Pearsall now on the forecheck. Culver out through center ice. Met's on here now. He blocks a shot. Drives his man into the boards. Culver still controls. Centering pass broken up by Louis G, and he's breaking out the other way. He's got Reeling with him. Louis G fires one higher over Riker's stick. Olick joins now. Veneziano plays it deep down around the boards. Reeling's first man there. He comes around, gets it knocked away. Tries to get it out. Culver can't. Now they do. Big hit there by Metz. Takes his man down. Leaves the puck for Veneziano. Plays it off. Olick skates. Olick now with some speed through center ice. His shot stick to side. Good low shot. Puck comes out to center ice. Veneziano's there with Reeling and Metz. Plays it over to Metz. Back to Veneziano. Nice touch pass from DeSimone to Olick. Olick's got it. Dribbling through some traffic. Now plays it off the boards. DeSimone on the forecheck. What the fuck?
There we go.
Veneziano gets it up ice. Reeling gives chase, but Culver's there first. Now Maverick plays it off the boards. Intercepted by Dunn. Dunn brings it in with Houghton, plays it over to his backhand shot, and save.
I like the play by Dunn there. He dishes it to the outside, bounces it out, and then goes hard to the net. Pushes off the defender there, Ben, and looks for the rebound. Nice play there by the Penguins forward. You know I'm a big Jack Dunn fan.
A big Jack Dunn, excuse me?
Fan, you know that.
I have noticed that, and I appreciate it, as am I. Who isn't a Jack Dunn fan? Maybe John Dunn, who's tuning in from the greater New York area. That shot goes high and wide over the boards. Houghton plays it back to Maury. Maury over to Edwards. Edwards shot, blocker side into the corner. Dunn's first man there. Dunn spinning out of traffic, allows Sargo to get a shot off that's blocked into the corner. Houghton plays it down behind the touch pass. Backhand touch pass from Dunn to Sargo in front of the net. His shot just wide. Beautiful no look behind the back pass from Dunn to Sargo. Mowry out there takes his man to the ice. Now Edwards rides his man to the boards. I think you're right, Commodore. A little bit more aggressiveness and physicality from the Pens early on. Mowry over to Sargo. Cross ice to Dunn. Into his feet. Now he puts it on his backhand below the goal line. Sargo swooping in on the forecheck.
Yeah, there's a bee in the Penguins' bonnet this morning, Ben.
Not my favorite expression. Maybe not an athletic expression, but I agree with you. Imler flying onto the ice for his first shift and slightly offsides, but a nice steal. 12:42 left in the frame.
So I mentioned I'm a big Jack Dunn fan. I'll tell you who else is a big Jack Dunn fan is the national team. Jack Dunn and Aiden Mowry both getting called up to play for the 16U NTDP team last weekend against Youngstown. Amazing job for them.
A great accomplishment, of course.
They both did great.
Those two players. Gallant, Pearsall, and Imler out there together. Imler flies high into the boards to take a man out. Tango up the ice to go on. His pass gets picked off. Tango throws someone into the bench. Leaves the puck for Pearsall. Go on with a nice hit. Pens stay onside somehow. Good activity here for the Pens early on. Tango leaves it for his D partner, Musklat. Interesting little story here about Musklat. While driving him to school, I asked, how do you pronounce your last name? And he said he didn't know. He wasn't sure of the correct pronunciation.
Wait a minute.
So
Leaf?
I'm going with Musklat.
Okay. If he himself does not know, Ben,
That's
I think.
exactly right. I think I have free reign to pronounce it however I see fit. Dewey comes away with a steal. This breakout pass broken up momentarily, now gets it over to Metz. Makes a man miss, gets it to the red line. Now he's going to drive all the way into the offensive zone. Throws it on net, sticked it to the corner. Louis G plays it to Oleg, centering pass to Dewey. Centering pass from Oleg to Louis G's battling in front of the net. Culver strong sticks in front of the net. Veneziano now back behind his own crease, gets it up nicely to Oleg. Oleg through center ice. That puck might have gotten stopped by the referee. Culver breaking out the other way. Metz is back.
Nice
Shot
block.
That's his second block of the game.
Here we go.
And that breaks out the Pens the other way. 2-on-1. Oleg, backhand pass to Louis G. Crashes into the netting, and that's going to cause a stoppage of play with 10:40 left in the first.
Luigi going down hard to the net there. Good odd man chance for the Penguins. You'd like to see a shot on goal there in that instance, especially with Rocco's got that heavy shot, right? He's got a powerful shot there, and Luigi doing his job. Probably his best game of the season, Luigi, yesterday for the Penguins. I thought he was just an absolute beast.
Very noticeable, very strong with the puck.
Had the Penguins won that game, Ben, I like his chances of getting into the Commodores 3 stars of the game.
The Commodore was eyeing him as a 3-star participant, but the loss negated all of that, and here we are today with another chance to be a Commodore's 3-star. It's going to be harder for the Commodore today, considering he will not be a full participant in this broadcast. I will make you notes while your seat is vacant. Commodore are going to be watching the 2011s play Little Caesars at some point today. Sargo's going to flip one into the near corner here, allow Dunn to come chase. Culver tips it into the zone. Mowry's there. He's going to backhand it over to Edwards off the back of our net. Edwards picks it up. He's going to circle back. Plays it up to Houghton. Houghton's looking for Sargo across ice. Now he decides he's just going to skate it. His pass gets broken up though, and here's a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Musklow's back, drives his man wide. Tango's back in front of the net. Nice stick there by Tango. That's going to cause a 3-on-1 the other way. 4-on-1. Done to Sargo to Houghton, and it couldn't connect.
Tough play there for the Penguins. A 4-on-1, no shot on goal there, Ben.
I've watched a lot of Pens practices. They never practice the 4-on-1. A lot of 3-on-1. Oh. Musklow gets drilled into the corner. Reeling's there though. He picks it up and plays it around. That was Tango. Excuse me.
Big hit there. Holy smokes.
Nice stick by Pearsall, creates a turnover for DeSimone. Now Reeling gloves it, throws it to himself. Tries to backhand it over to DeSimone, can't connect. Now he rifles one cross ice and out of the zone. Tango retreats to center ice and they throw it back in. The Pens touch up. Reeling's going to be the first one on the forecheck. DeSimone, now this is a good little forecheck group here with Reeling and Pearsall. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Reeling leaves it for Veneziano. Shot, loose puck. Pearsall with a tip, couldn't get it to go. Still loose. Reeling trying to catch another one. Plays it down low to Pearsall. Pearsall back to Reeling. Reeling shoots. Ooh. Rebound, shave. Pearsall there and just out of the zone underneath Metz's stick. Schuyler comes out to play. He feels the momentum. Veneziano quick up ice. Off the skates of a defender though, and now here comes Metz. Those three had a great forecheck, led to some nice chances. And they're going to call a check on Metz.
Cross-check.
Cross-check on Metz on a defenseman on a forecheck in the offensive zone. Getting called for a cross-check. You don't see that too often. No,
you don't. And good pressure there, Ben, for the Penguins as they were working the puck down low there, some give and goes. A couple good.
Beautiful pass from Pearsall to Reeling. From our angle, glove high was open on that shot from Reeling.
Pearsall Reeling chemistry galore here on the booth, on the ice, wow. Right?
Goes without saying the Pearsall Reeling connection runs deep. The Pens find themselves on a penalty kill here. Long shot from the point, stick down by Schuyler. Edwards battles easily, wins that one in the corner. Beautiful play by Edwards. Yep. Some good speed and explosiveness to that corner. Won that puck out pretty quickly and easily. Good check there by Gallant. 17 shows some speed here for Culver.
Oh boy.
Edwards slides down, tries to get in front of that. Now Gallant. Pens chasing a little bit, but causes Culver to throw it off their skates, and here comes Dewey on a nice pressure. Causes that one to bounce up in the air. Loose puck doesn't get out of the zone, though.
The force field, Ben, on the blue line.
Maury drives his man into the boards, causes an errant pass. Edwards smartly plays it off the boards and out of the zone.
Another good clear there from Riley Edwards, getting the puck deep.
Two by Edwards. That
in the first minute
of the power play.
Dialed in here.
Dunn and Imward join Veneziano and Tango as the Pens get a full line change here for this penalty kill. Veneziano gets it out, plays it nicely into the corner and out of the zone. What do you make of the brightly colored rainbow mask of the goaltender for Culver? It stands out with their crimson uniforms.
Yeah, I didn't notice until you made a comment about it, but
you did not notice.
Now it's all I see.
Dunn comes away with a steal, but then gets ridden into the boards. Kills up some nice time, though. 24 seconds remaining on the power play. Tango drives his man below the net. Now Veneziano picks up. Pens. Dunn drops low to stick that one aside, and they're going to get a penalty on Culver in the offensive zone on a power play.
Well, the Penguins got to get their first power play of the game here. 12 seconds to go. Yeah.
They'll go on the power play here. See if I can add a second. Look at that. We're on it with the scoreboard today.
Holy smokes.
We had issues with the broadcast yesterday. Understood. But today, we're throwing out a gem early.
Yeah. Coming out of the gates hot.
It was a restless night last night. If you think about the stress level we went through yesterday, it was unnatural.
That's why this game's broadcast has started with the men's league game, right?
You might have noticed we did start early today.
So early.
The highlight of those gentlemen's career to know that they were live streamed on YouTube. Maybe some of them didn't want to know that. Olick, Louis G, Tom Newton, and Tango out there to start this 4-on-4. Looks like Reeling might join them when the penalty is over. And he does. The Pens on the power play. Olick has it. Plays across ice to shoot and touch pass to Tango. Tango to one-timer, slap shot into the netting.
Boy, nice one-time slap shot by Tommy there. He looked to do the same play yesterday. He didn't get all of it. Well, he got all of it that time. And the puck gets deflected up into the netting. By the way, Ben, the Penguins yesterday scored 2 goals. Both came on the man advantage. So you got to think if you're the coach at Culver, you're trying to keep these guys playing 5-on-5 hockey, right?
Culver playing an undisciplined game yesterday. Wouldn't have expected it from our military academy. Penn's winning a lot of in-zone face-offs. Reeling plays it back along the boards to Houghton. Houghton over to Tango. Tango shot, Reeling's there, rebound, just missed the net. Fires one back out to Tango. Tango with another shot. Not sure how Reeling missed that rebound. George, I saw your body language. You were shocked as well when that puck went wide of the net, as was everybody else watching.
Great save there by the Culver netminder. Reeling robbed on the doorstep. And again, you see the Penguins with 2 power play goals yesterday. One, a deflection just from the top of the crease. The other, I think, actually in the blue paint. So Penguins nowhere to go here to cash in here with the extra guy on the ice.
One thing that's been noticed was the Pens winning the face-off in the offensive zone. Now, Dewey just got kicked out. Sargo's going to take it, and Culver's going to control this one. Mary, what a play. Right at the blue line. Only a giant as himself could have caught that one. Roped it off the glass. Mary gloved it down. Sargo shooting it at Dewey's stick. Tipped just wide of the net. Sargo's going to try it again. This time to Dunn. Try to, I think, slide that one back door to Pearsall, who is creeping in. Puck's loose now. Dewey keeps it in. Dunn has it. Backhand pass to Dewey. Pearsall finds himself at the blue line. He's going to walk, slides it over to Sargo. Sargo back to Mary. He lines up a shot. Loose puck. Dunn's there. Dewey's there. And Culver does a good job of getting it out.
35 seconds to go on the power play.
Mary over to Sargo. Stuck at the red line for a moment.
Jack Dunn getting into it here.
Mary plays it over to Pearsall. And that one's just going to get out with 8 seconds left. The Pens will get a second defenseman on. They'll actually just go for almost a full line change here. Mary's going to stay on. Edwards joins them. Sargo, DeSimone, and Gallant come out. Nice stick by Edwards. Pokes that one away momentarily. DeSimone comes back on a nice back check. Shot, loose puck. Skyler with the first save. That shot just wide of the net. I think it's important the Pens get the first goal of today's game. Need some positive vibes and momentum, and Skyler keeps them in it. Keeps this one knotted up 0-0 with 3:35 left in the first.
Got a few tired bodies here, Ben.
Mary and Sargo were out there for the last, I'd say, 2 minutes nearly.
I hear some yelling there. What was that?
Yeah, the refs yelling at the players, it seemed like.
Who's he yelling at?
I thought it was Riley Edwards. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I might have misinterpreted that. Puck comes out of the zone. Culver's going to have to play it back to themselves. Now Tanglin has it behind his own net. Oh, he's showing some speed, pulls it around. He's just going to skate it up and out. He's going to be the first man on the forecheck. Drives his man. What a check into the boards. No one else there, though. I sometimes find our forwards don't know how to react when the D goes low, and here they come 3-on-2 the other way.
Oh, baby.
Great chance there. I think Skyler might have shouldered that one just into the corner. Gallant now below the goal line. Tango drives, knocks that puck away. Muscow with a nice check into the boards.
Bodies galore here, Ben.
Not sure what's going on here in the corner.
Looks like it's Tanglin and a player from Culver.
Was either holding the stick or being pushed down from behind by Culver, but it looks as if they're just going to...
He got them both here. Got them both.
Are you suggesting that they're both going to the box?
They're both going to the box, yeah. They're both going.
It looks like maybe the stick was under Tango. He was holding the stick. The kid started cross-checking his back as Tanglin was face down on the ice.
Hold on. Only. There we go. The Penguins.
Okay, so that's how I read the play, George.
Okay, well, you read it correctly, Ben. As my wife will tell you, I do make a mistake now and then. So
that's not believable.
I agree, but she seems to think so.
She is a lovely person, but way off base with that comment.
Penguins now back to the man advantage. Certainly their best pressure of the day has come on the power play.
Yesterday was a Dewey tip from a beautiful pass from Sargo, and then Pearsall with a rebound goal. Would love to see some of that type of movement here as well. Another win for the Pens on the faceoff. Olick has it now, plays it up to Veneziano. Back to Olick, one-timer! Great shot and a nice save. Olick got a lot into that one. Now Hewton's going to try. His shot comes flying over the boards and just out of the zone.
So I was just about to comment, Ben, when Rocco took his shot, it was on net. And it's so critical when you have those shots from the side of the ice because it can clear the zone if you miss the net. You see that there on that second chance. Nice job by Rocco getting that shot on net.
That definitely cost you a good 20 seconds when the puck comes out of the zone. Veneziano shot, reeling, rebound just wide of the net. That's a high stick. Played it with a high stick. Long stretch pass to Reeling. Skates it over to Louis G. Louis G back to Veneziano. I think coach was calling for a change there. And Veneziano dumps it in. Reeling on the forecheck.
Uh-oh, almost too many men for the Penguins.
Veneziano's going to scoop back. He's going to get it. And the Pens are going to go for a change. 45 seconds left on the power play. Pearsall gets it over to Sargo. Sargo plays it to the point. Maury back to Sargo. Down to Dunn, touch, loose puck. Dewey throws his body in there. Pearsall joins in, comes away with it for a moment, and Maury with a job keeping it in at the point. Sargo to Dunn, to Dewey. They tied up his stick nicely. Maury does collect it, but just out of the
15 seconds.
Neutral zone. 12 seconds left on the power play. Sargo looking over his options to Dunn. Slides it across to Dewey. Another good stick by Culver. To the point, shot blocked.
Oh, watch out.
Nice play, swatted down as the penalty was ending. Maury swatted down that attempt. Culver crosses, centering pass and a tip goal. With 18 seconds left in the period, Culver goes on top. They worked that 2-on-2 beautifully. They crossed each other, and the Pens didn't necessarily step up on the puck, and that pass got through, and a beautiful tip goal.
Was it a tip? I didn't know if it was a tip or if it was a rebound.
To me, that looked like a deflection.
Okay, you're probably right.
Nevertheless, it was right in on net.
You mentioned
bang play for Skyler.
You mentioned earlier, Ben, first goal of the game so critical, especially for this Penguins team, who struggled to get goals in the early part of the season. Like to play from ahead.
Immore's going to get it, throws it in deep, 10 seconds left in the period. DeSimone comes away with the steal, one-timer to Immore.
Oh, boy.
Broke his stick. DeSimone lays a good check on someone to end the period.
Ben, I'm going to give you my first prediction of the day. DeSimone gets his first goal as a Penguin in this game. I feel it.
I wouldn't doubt you. DeSimone's definitely brought some speed and power to the team.
Yeah, some spunk. Now the Penguins forced to regroup here. Coach Boyd's going to be talking to the boys, trying to come up with a game plan. The Penguins proving that they can get back into the game. They did that yesterday, and they're going to have to do it once again today. By the way, long day for the Pearsall family yesterday, Ben. The 2011 team went 0-2. The 2009 team went 0-1. A lot of losing, so hoping to reverse course and come away with a couple victories here this morning.
I appreciate the good vibes. Yesterday was a tough day. You know, I felt for you yesterday.
Well, it started with the broadcast, right? I mean, it just spiraled from there.
100% the most important thing in our lives is the broadcast. And when that goes askew, you can just anticipate the rest of the day is not going to go the way you want it.
Correct.
Which is troubling.
Yeah. Culver coming into this game, Ben, 3-2 on the season. Not officially ranked yet because they hadn't played enough games to be in the rankings. The Penguins
doing their best to get Culver ranked high.
They're trying.
their initial rankings.
Penguins coming into the game 4-8-1. 4-8-1, ranked 24th. They moved up in the rankings this past week. They didn't even play, but I guess maybe some of the other opponents, right? Strength of schedule or something.
Your best option is to not play.
And just move up organically, right? Okay.
Osmosis.
So let's keep an eye on number 21, Ben, Dominic DeSimone. You heard it here first, folks. First goal of the Penguins coming.
The Commodore is rarely wrong, and DeSimone's out there on the left wing with Olick, Reeling, Edwards, and Mary. A power line, if you will. Maybe these boys can set the tone. DeSimone, first one on the forecheck. Played around the boards. Olick drives his man to the boards, but Culver gets it out. Reeling throws 17 into the boards. 17's been on his mind ever since he caught him yesterday from behind. Olick now shot just wide of the net.
Look at Riker. Riker reeling, folks.
Olick just gets knocked down for a moment. Now DeSimone comes over.
Oh, I told you. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes.
That was another one on 17.
Holy crap.
That one's been dreamt of for the last day or so. Reeling plays it up to Olick. Olick dropped past DeSimone, wasn't there. Reeling going for a change.
Penguins might have something with this unit here, Ben. You saw Reeling and DeSimone both laying monster hits, and now here you go. DeSimone in on the forecheck.
Maury with a shot and got gloved down there. Commodore, I can tell you yesterday, Reeling said very surprised that 17 had caught him from behind.
Okay.
17 was on his mind.
Okay, well, guess what? He's probably on Reeling or on 17's mind now. That was probably 3, maybe 4 gigantic hits on one shift from the Penguins forward. Riker Reeling.
Pearsall, Louis G, and Dewey come out there together with Musklau and Pangill. Who's center ice? Louis G just takes his man down. Look, this is what you needed to see coming down one into the second. Louis G just takes his man to the ice. The Pens showing a little bit of frustration, maybe, and anger here. Some hard play, shots just wide of the net. Now they need to capitalize with a goal here.
That's right.
Centering pass gets through. Tango there, though, nicely plays it off the boards. Puck gets behind the net. Musklow's first man there.
Here we go.
Nice play by Musklau. Dewey's gonna chip it. Almost, he thought it was gonna go into the netting. It didn't.
That's
Long
nice
pass, that should be an icing. And it is.
Not the bounce, not the follow-up shift the Penguins wanted there. That unit of Olak, Reeling, and DeSimone really got the boys going. Their bench was up on their feet, going crazy there, Ben. And then that next shift.
I think that's what it's going to take. As you've mentioned, they're going to score goals in front of the net. That's how this team's going to score.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be some hard shifts right in front of the net. Now, I noticed the 2011 coach is watching the current game. So
the 2011 coach has a player on this team.
Go on.
The 2009's Riley Edwards. For the Penguins here, his father, Trevor Edwards, coaches the 2011 team.
So the 2011s right now self-regulating themselves in the locker room. 12 minutes to game time, as far as I understand. Is it an 8:50 start?
8:55 maybe?
8:55. Oh, that changes everything. Sargo to Houghton, driving center. Stick the side into the near corner. Nice play by Culver. I've been impressed with their exits from the offensive zone.
Yeah, very clean.
Good defensive play there by Veneziano. Gets it to Metz, but not out of the zone. Thrown back into the near corner here by Culver. Picked up on the boards. Veneziano's on his man. Causes a bouncing puck to come loose for Houghton to pick up. Houghton battling. Good forecheck. Puck comes out of the zone. Gonna have to wait for Dunn to get tagged
It's gonna be offsides, yeah.
Not much Sargo could really do there. Dunn had himself a little tangled up with the play.
He done did it. He didn't like that one. Okay.
I think it's great. I think that's a great play on purpose.
Okay.
I was speechless by such a move. Olick's out here now. He comes out with Imler and Gallant. Edwards and Maury. Coach choosing not to go back to the to the line that started the second period that seemed to have a little mojo going together. That might be one of the challenges of playing with 11 forwards. Commodore, what are your thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
trying to find the right matchups, right? Kind of keep lines consistent. The one line that seems to be fairly consistent is the Houghton, Dunn, and Sargo unit. Uh-oh.
Turnover here in center ice. Pens are back in good position, though. Mowry threatens his man, allows Edwards to pick up the puck, plays it along the boards to Imler. To Rocco. Rocco into the zone. Gallant might have been offside.
Yeah,
They didn't call it. He'll be under instant replay. To Gallant. Shot. Imler with nice traffic in front of the net. Like to see that.
Yeah, I like that. Nice job by Gallant to find that soft spot, and then Olek to have the vision to see him there.
Nice movement from those three, indeed.
Defended that pass through. So now you're going to see DeSimone and Reeling back out with Sargo. Looks like that might be a wing pair that the coach wants to stick with, Reeling, DeSimone. And, boy, he was rewarded with it on that last shift together, wasn't he?
See if they can bring a little bit more to the net here.
And there's one hit from DeSimone on the shift.
DeSimone drives his man into the boards, creates a turnover for Mowry to pick up. Reeling's going to tip this one into the zone. DeSimone first one on the plate. Puck. Sargo comes away with a steal. Sargo with a shot wide over the net. Reeling's going to be there. He throws one near on net, but it's going to get deflected into the corner. Sargo with a nice stick there, weaves it for DeSimone. DeSimone on his backhand. And scores the Commodore! He's never wrong!
Are you kidding me?
DeSimone from Sargo!
I told you, Ben!
It starts with the forecheck. DeSimone was bringing it, and he got rewarded.
Boy, what
a nice pass. Sargo with a great stick along the far boards there. Kept that puck in the zone, and then with a backhand pass to DeSimone, who did the rest. DeSimone fought through some traffic.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the pass by Sargo, but it was the strong play along the boards, winning that puck battle, and then having the presence of mind to feed it across to DeSimone. Great play by those two, and boy, a huge goal for the Penguins. I hope someone grabbed the puck there for DeSimone.
You want to keep your first Pens elite goal. Now Luigi, Pearsall, and Dewey coming out together. Good stick by Pearsall, creates a turnover for Tango to pick up in center ice. Pearsall throws a big check, knocks his man to the ice. Big save, pad save, rebound. Tango drives his man into the corner, and here we go. The Pens are ready to play. Tied 1-1 with 12:30 in the second. Centering pass broken up.
Oh boy.
Loose puck, shoulder to side. Skyward causes that one to go high and wide over the net. Can't have another quick goal like we did yesterday. Puck is loose, and Skyward's going to get there first. 12:15 or 16 left in the period. Yesterday was a backbreaker to tie it 2-2 and then give up a quick third goal. Today, be nice to keep a little momentum going.
It seems like Josh Boyd, the coach of the Penguins here, has found his recipe. He's looking for these boys to play physical, to play in-your-face hockey, go hard to the net. You see the way the Penguins have been scoring goals here over the last 2 days. And, you know, the DNA of this team, which, again, Ben, still has so many new bodies this season, I think it's starting to come together.
Skyler wasn't ready. Ref was about to drop the puck. Face off. Won by Culver. Kept in the zone. Shot knocked down by Metz. That's his third block shot of the game. Culver, long shot from the point, goes wide. A little bit of pressure here now by Culver. Metz takes his man to the boards. Centering passes there. Oh, Skyler is going to save it. They're gonna, the Pens need a change here. That was a solid shift.
Yeah.
All in the zone. You can sense that was trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, good to get a change here. That was not the shift that the Penguins wanted. And they're going to bring out the Sargo, Dunn, Houghton unit. Houghton? I'll never say it exactly right, but...
There isn't a correct way to say it.
No, I think it's just any way you choose to interpret it, right? Okay.
I don't want to share too many personal details here, but yesterday I was gifted chocolates from the hometown in Germany from the Heaton family. A lovely gift.
Wow.
Champagne-based chocolates. As you know, I'm not a champagne drinker of any alcohol, but I did delight in some chocolates. Very kind indeed. Heaton's shot goes wide around the board.
Here we go.
Backhand pass to Dunn, he shoots and scores! Sargo, top drive! It's backhand. Top shelf. Dunn had that for less than a second on his stick.
Oh.
Just lightning on a backhand.
And Ben, what another nice feed from Anthony Sargo on that goal. Sargo gets that puck and just feathers it right through traffic, right over to Dunn, who quickly turns the puck over to his backhand and just goes up over the glove hand of the netminder here. And now the Penguins playing with their first lead of the weekend. You'll love to see it.
It's a good feeling. What is this feeling like? Edwards chips it over to Sargo, touch pass to Houghton, driving into the slap shot. Dunn rebounds, Sargo's there.
Oh.
Just wide of the net. Dunn blasted from the top of the circle on the right side. Played a nice big rebound. Sargo couldn't get there in time, or he did get there, a stick from Culver. Culver's strong on sticks. Give him that much. Mowry and Edwards, a little bit of miscommunication, and now they're going to get Mowry on an interference of some sort.
It's a tough one.
The puck was loose in the corner. Mowry turned his back to the puck and played the body. I think the player had engaged with Mowry as the puck was coming to the two of them. What is your feelings, Commodore?
Oh, boy, that's a tough one. I can see it both ways.
I see you going politically correct on this one.
If I were a Culver fan,
conversation there.
If I were a Culver fan, I'd want that call. No.
Similar to Reeling's penalty yesterday, you have a way of being politically correct with it. I've seen worse. Or
well, you turn the camera off, it changes radically, Ben.
Can only imagine. We'll put ourselves on mute. 10:45 left in the period, and the Pens are on an important penalty kill. They'll send out Pearsall and do it with Tango and Veneziano. I like the Pens playing aggressive on the penalty kill. It looks a little sloppy sometimes. Schuyler with a nice check. And Veneziano, I said Schuyler with a nice check. I meant to say Schuyler with a nice save. I think we all knew what I was going for there.
Yeah, we knew.
Thank you.
By the way, Ben, the Penguins with a very different shot clock today. Penguins right now up on shots on goal 16-9. Yesterday it was almost the inverse of that. So clearly having the better of the chances and the better of the pressure here so far.
Nice stick by Commodore Jr. And that's going to allow Dewey to get the puck out of the zone. Dewey now going to throw another one back in. Eating up time here. Him and Pearsall doing a good job. Now DeSimone will come on for Dewey. And now Reeling will come on for Pearsall. The DeSimone and Reeling power combo going to stay out together perhaps for a little bit. Tango drives his man into the boards. Loose puck. Good shot there. Just got it over the shoulder of the goalie.
Yeah, reminiscent of the Penguins' second goal, Ben, right? That puck comes right out to the slot. The quick play to get that puck up over the goaltender's glove hand. And game's knotted up to whole new ball game, Ben.
Indeed it is, Commodore, indeed. 9:53 left in the second. Culver's not going away. Olick's going to come out with Imler and Gallant. Metz and Edwards. Face off one back to Metz. He's going to gain the red line. He's going to drive it in deep again. Plays it along the boards with the backhand. Allows Imler to chase. Culver gets it out of the zone. Now they're coming in. Throw it down and chase. Schuyler leaves it for Metz. Metz plays it up the boards to Gallant. His stick gets knocked down. Culver's right back into the near corner. Gallant gets it to Olick. He avoids a little bit of traffic. Nice interception by Edwards. Plays it up softly to Imler. This could be our last shift before the ice cut.
Say it ain't so.
Olick tries to get it up to Imler. Good defensive play there by Culver. A delayed offsides of sorts. The puck comes out to center ice. 3-on-2 the other way, but Gallant gets back with a nice back check. He lifted that stick. Still can't get the puck out of the zone, though. And here's Oleg now. Now he does spin out. Imler has it. Backhands one deep into the zone, allows the Pens to go for a change. Culver's goalie's going to hold it for a second. Dunn, Sargo, and Newton are going to come on. Coach trying to steal them an extra shift here before the ice cut. That was something I've seen a lot of last year, where the top line would come out for that last shift before the halftime.
Yep.
Could have been a trip there. Too many men on the ice. Right in front of the ref. Not calling it.
Here we go.
Long pass up to Dunn. He's got a one-on-one. Good defensive stick there by Culver. I can see the 2011s walking out, getting ready for their contest from the locker rooms. And that's going to be an offsides and a stoppage of play. And now we got a little bit after the wheel. Oh, that's going to, I didn't have it on camera, but that's a very late hit there by Culver. That's got to be an unsportsmanlike. Sorry, I did not have that one on camera. Oh, pushed it and grabbing each other, and then Culver came in and launched themselves at a player.
Yeah, that was
well after the whistle.
You have to think that player is going to be severely penalized, right? Jumping in, the third man.
That's got to be a major penalty of sort. I mean, that's way after the whistle. That was off his skates, jumping into a player. It's like 2 Culver players going to the penalty box. We're doing a Zam cut. No Pens are going to the box, but it's hard to know because they're walking to the locker room.
See Coach Josh Boyd there standing at center ice on the Penguins bench, waiting to get the breakdown here.
I'm sorry to not have panned over, but that to me was a blatant unsportsmanlike.
Yeah. Well, in the absence of the video footage, they're relying on your description, Ben, your verbal description.
Is this what life was like before live streaming?
This is it.
Well, we're going to miss you, Commodore, for the second half of the broadcast.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Maybe we'll make an appearance.
Would love to have you come back and forth. If you leave your Commodore's notes for stars of the game, I will make no promises to award them to anybody, but I will
maintain the notes.
I will augment whatever you have currently written down. So with that, folks, we're going to take a break here. 8:01 left in the second. 2-2, tied up on goals by DeSimone and Dunn, and the prognosticator, the Nostradamus of the booth, Commodore, guaranteeing DeSimone scored, and he did.
I felt it.
2-2. We'll see you soon. Pens are going to start the second period on the power play. A lot of ruckus after the whistle of halftime. Aiden Mowry is going to get a 2 and 10. 2 Culver players are going to get 2 and 10s. Now a third Culver player going in the box. Veneziano is going to play the point with Sargo, Pearsall, Dewey, and Dunn. Cross ice to Sargo. His shot blocked down. Dunn's first man there, though. Good reach of his stick. Rips a shot and blocked down. Culver's going to clear it out. Schuyler plays it off. Leaves it for Veneziano. After all that, the Pens only get a 2-minute power play. Sargo gets it up to Dunn. He gloves it down. He gets boarded head first into the boards. Sargo backhands it to Veneziano at the point. Back to Sargo. To Veneziano. His pass down low to Dewey. And the goalie kicked the netting off with 1:14 left on the power play. Louis G going to take the draw with Rilling, Olick, Houghton, and Tango. One back to Rilling to Houghton. Over to Olick. His shot gets through traffic, but all the way to the corner. Houghton plays it up to Tangelin. He's going to walk the line back to Houghton. Over to Olick, cross ice, Houghton, shot, stick tipped it to the netting. Was that off Rilling's stick or off the goalie's stick? We're going to find out. They're going to call that off the goalie's stick. Keeps this offensive zone face-off. Olick wins another face-off cleanly back to Houghton. Tangelin gets it over Olick. Olick one-timer shot, rims all the way around, but Houghton slows it down for Tango to get to it. Tango shoots, rebounds there. Luigi couldn't get a stick on it. Diving play by Culver, couldn't get it. Luigi down to Rilling. Rilling back to Olick. Olick shot wide of the net. Picked up by Houghton. Houghton down low to Rilling. Back up to Houghton. He fakes the shot, gets it to Olick. Back to Tangelin. Tangelin to Houghton. Shot, rebound. And the Culver's going to clear it, and they get tripped on the way out of the zone. And with 6 seconds left on the power play, the Pens are going to get into the box. Houghton trips his man. 6:06 left in the period. And we'll play 4-on-4 for 6 seconds, and the penalty will then kick in. Culver gets tossed out of the circle. Dewey's going to win the face-off over to Edwards. He rims it around. He's out there with Pearsall, Metz, and Edwards. On the penalty kill. Nice steal there by Pearsall. Creates a 2-on-1 the other way with Dewey. Dewey gets it over to Pearsall. Pearsall backhand and a goal! A shorty! Pearsall came away with the steal. The Commodore missed a beauty. Pearsall created a steal at the blue line. Got it over to Dewey. Dewey drove hard. Backhand pass over to Pearsall. Went forehand, backhand, and a goal. And the Pens are on top 3-2. Still on the penalty kill, I should say. Edwards here circling around his net, tries to find Sargo. He and Dunn are out there with Metz and Edwards. That should not be an icing. They called an icing inadvertently. Pens are still on the penalty kill. Refs made a mistake, and we're going to get a center zone draw. It might not feel like the Pens are on the penalty kill. A lot of momentum for them. Face-off won and controlled by Dunn. Now he's going to throw it into the zone. He gets interfered with. Taken down to the boards, no call. Things are getting a little tense in the arena after that end of the first half ended in a bit of confusion. Could have been icing there, they didn't call it. Metz rims it around nicely to Edwards. Edwards gets it out of the zone. Dunn on the forecheck. He's out there with Sargo. Sargo now creeps in. Culver with speed the other way. Nice steal by Edwards, and he's just going to sauce this one all the way down the ice. Played by the Culver goalie. 40 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Imler's out there with Gallant. Nice pass there. Good stick by Edwards, but loose puck comes. Schuyler stands tall with a big save. Huge save there for the Pens. Centering pass off Edwards' skates. Another steal by Edwards. Now Metz knocks this one down. Now Metz uses his skates. He gets ridden into the boards. 3 seconds on the penalty kill. And that's going to do it. We're 5-on-5. Shot blocked by Edwards. Loose puck underneath Imler. Reeling's out there. He tries to dig it out. Puck comes out of into the neutral zone. Reeling gives chase. Culver's going to turn and fire it back the other way. Edwards backhands one over to Metz. Metz up to Imler. Couldn't get it up through center ice. And Culver's back quickly the other way. Edwards is going to ice that one and let the Pens regroup here with 3:31 left in the game. Or in the second period, I should say. Schuyler came up with an amazing save to keep this one 3-2 on that power play. Puck came right in front of the net. Point blank save for Schuyler. Now Olick to take the face off. Centering pass, loose, puck still loose. Puck was loose and the refs did blow the whistle. Olick to take another defensive zone draw. This one he wins to Musklau. Up to Veneziano to Reeling. Reeling slows down for a second, gets it to Olick. Olick with speed the other way, swims around his man. Puck bouncing back now into the offensive zone. Olick gives chase. DeSimone comes away with a steal, plays it back to center ice for Veneziano, to Olick. Olick now going into the zone. Backhand, shot, rebound, Reeling, no. DeSimone gets it. He shoulders a reverse hit. Now he throws another hit on somebody. Culver gets it deep into the zone. Schuyler's going to be there. Veneziano gets it to Reeling. Reeling waits, backhands it up. No one home. Now Reeling has it, makes a man miss. Now he's going to drive himself. Reeling wraps it around, drops it for Pearsall. His shot deflected high into the netting. .206 left in the second. Pens on top 3-2 on Pearsall's goal. DeSimone, Dunn, and Pearsall with goals today. Louis G to take the to take the draw here to the right of the netminder with Dewey, Pearsall. Edwards shot from the point, knocked aside. Dewey there for the rebound, tipped loose. And the puck comes dangerously back in our defensive zone. Pearsall's there to play it to Tango. Tango over to Dewey. Dewey slides it over to Edwards. Edwards long pass. That was tipped by Culver. Can't be an icing there, so Pearsall's going to be the first man on the check. Culver gets it out easily, though. Here they come the other way. They're going to gain the red line, throw it in. Skylar's going to play it behind the net, up the boards to Edwards, to Louis G. Bouncing puck back to Edwards, who flicks one out into center ice. Pearsall's with speed, picks it up. He's got Louis G cutting. He drops it to Dewey. Back to Pearsall. Backhand just wide of the net. Bouncing puck. Pearsall got it in the air and knocked it just wide of the net. Louis G holds his man down. Good forecheck pressure here. Sargo joins, and here comes Houghton. Culver out the other way. They gain the red line. Now Metz driving his man wide. Centering pass broken up by Veneziano. Loose puck bounces out to center ice. Penn's tipped that one, so it won't be an icing. 42 seconds left in the period. Veneziano on his backhand skates it out. Now it's a turnover. Good back check by Dunn. Dunn with speed up through the center ice. Through the legs and drill it into the goalie, who's going to freeze it. And with 26 seconds left, a lot of whistles coming into play. Refs are going to allow the late change there by Culver. 26 seconds left in the period. 3-2 Pens on top. Sargo wins it clean back to Tango. Tango throws one on net, tipped by Sargo. It might have been tipped again by Dunn. Culver gets it out. They're going to throw it in, try to swim around Edwards, but Tango's there. 13 seconds. He takes his man to the boards. Culver controls, plays it back to the point, throws one on net just wide of the glove hand of Skylar. Loose puck thrown again towards the net. Now Edwards has it, going to calmly flick it out to center ice to Dunn. And there you have it after the second period. Pens on top, 3-2. Oates coming out for the opening draw of the third period with Reeling, DeSimone, Veneziano, and Metz. One over to Reeling, plays it to Veneziano, to Metz, up to DeSimone. DeSimone gets it to Oleg. Oleg tries throwing it to the far side. And that one came bouncing right back to his stick for an offsides. Oak tries to win that one forward. Reeling's going to get it in deep and go on a chase. Backhanded along the boards from Metz to Veneziano to Reeling. Touch pass to Olick. And they're going to throw it in deep, high over Skylar's head. Up the boards to Reeling to Olick. They got a 2-on-2 the other way. Olick and DeSimone drops it for DeSimone. His shot and scores! DeSimone with a snipe. Olick drop pass and DeSimone curled to the center and went top shelf glove hand. Reeling to Olick to DeSimone. And the Pens take a 2-goal advantage. Pearsall comes out for the draw with Gallant and Imler. Imler on a good forecheck here. Two-on-one the other way. Edwards back and a shot by Culver finds the back of the net. They're good at responding quickly. They did the same thing yesterday for the Pens, against the Pens. 4-3 right there on a low glove hand side. Shot had a lot of speed on it. Pens got caught in a bad position there, 2-on-1. And here's Houghton, Dunn, and Sargo out together. Tangolin and Veneziano defensively. Culver is going to flip it in. Now it's a 4-3 game here in the third. Culver with a nice pass there. Shot and a save, and then the rebound was just sitting there. Thought Culver was going to get a good shot opportunity. Veneziano gets drilled into the boards, and they're going to call a penalty. Interference. They kind of held him up as he got rid of the puck. Seen a lot worse in this game, but the Pens will get the power play. Tango, Louis G, Olick, Houghton, and Reeling. Olick's been dominating the face-off circle. See if he can continue to do so here with 15-20 left in the ball game. It's 4-3, Pens on top on the power play. Olick wins another one, clean and easy. Louis G to Houghton, over to Tangolin. Walks the blue line, finds Houghton. Over to net off its moorings. Olick took a shot, and the goalie just kicked that net right off. One of the great problems of youth hockey. Goaltenders are too easily to kick the net off. Olick wins another one. Clean back to Houghton. Houghton's looking over his options, gets it to Olick. Finds Tango at the top of the circle, over to Houghton. One-timer, Reeling's in front. Good save there with 1:39 left. On the man advantage. See if Olick can make it a clean 3 wins in a row here. And he does. Louis G shoots it. Big rebound, played out nicely to Tangolin. Gets it over to Houghton. To Olick. Tangolin kept that in for a moment, but it bounced off his stick. Now here comes Olick the other way. Oleg backhands one around the boards for Houghton. Houghton plays it up to the point to Tangoin. Down to Reeling. Reeling spins back out, backhands one to Houghton. Over to Tango. Tango shot right off the glove. Right into the glove, I should say. Thought it might have hit Reeling and actually went right into the glove. And with 1:02 left on this power play, the Pens will change. Mowry, Pearsall out there together with Sargo, Dunn, and Dewey. Sargo with the puck, throws it cross ice to Pearsall. Pearsall slides one through. Loose puck, Dunn tried to bank it in. Pearsall comes away with a steal. Sargo has it now. Back to Mowry at the point. Shot tipped and just high over the net. I think Dewey got a stick on that. Plays it back and out of the ice. Aiden's out of his 2-10 penalty. He's going to control the power play here. Backhands it over to Pearsall. Bouncing puck. Culver with a good forecheck pressure here. 23 seconds remaining on the power play. Mowry has it, throws it across ice to Sargo. Sargo's going to skate it up, backhands one all the way across, off Dunn's skates to Pearsall. Trouble gaining the offensive zone at the moment. Now Sargo has it, he's just going to skate it in himself. 5 seconds remaining. Holds it, looks for Dunn. Metz is on the ice now. Dunn tries that short angle shot he loves. We're even now. That one goes through Dewey's skates. They're going to wave off the icing, not sure how or why. Oh, it didn't make it to the red line. There you go. Metz has it, plays it up ice to Dunn. Dunn looking cross ice to Gallant. They can't connect. And that will be an icing. 12:58 left in the game. Culver pulled this one within one. 4-3's the score. Face-off won by Houghton over to Imler. Imler rims it around the boards to Gallant. Gallant gets that one knocked away from a moment. Culver with a nice pass. Backhand, wraparound chance. Didn't connect. Now Gallant with speed out the other way. Gallant pulls up. Backhands one over to Houghton. Houghton gets taken down to the ice. Culver going the other way. Makes a man miss there. Centering pass broken up by Veneziano. Whoa, long shot from the point. It hit someone's stick, and that's going to pull this one knotted up at 4 with 12:25 left in the frame. Pens don't make it easy on themselves, but that was a good shot from the point. Traffic and a tip. Pens a little flat the last couple of shifts. Who put out the Oleg, DeSimone, and Reeling line with Mowry and Edwards. These three have had a good forecheck pressure together, and they're going to need a little momentum right now. Face-off one forward by Oleg to DeSimone. Tries to get it across ice to Reeling. They can't connect. Now Oleg has it. Throws it down into the corner. Culver gets it out. They're going to skate it up ice. They're going to tip it into the zone. 4-4, 12 minutes remaining. Last 2 goals here by Culver. Edwards gets tied up behind his own net. Now Oleg has it. He's just going to skate it out for a moment. That's going to be a delayed offsides. Or maybe they're not. Edwards going to skate it himself. Throws it deep into the corner. Reeling's going to be the first one there. His shot just off the shoulder of the goalie. Now Reeling gloves it down. He takes a shot from behind. Reeling throws a man to the ice. Backhanded into the corner by Mowry. Mowry keeps it in the zone. Throws one on net just wide. Reeling's going to be the first man there. Throws it to Oleg just off his stick in front of the net. Turnover there. 2-on-1. Oleg to DeSimone. DeSimone's shot blocker to side. Reeling keeps that one in along the boards. Olick to DeSimone. Shot by Reeling just wide of the net, and the net gets knocked off. Good pressure there by that line. Kept the puck in the zone. Nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Pearsall takes the offensive zone draw. Comes out to Louis G. He's out there with Dewey, Muskau, and Tango. Pearsall up along the boards. Behind the net, it's Louis G. He's got it. He circles, plays it on his backhand up to Muskau. Dumps it back down in the zone. Dewey's there behind the net. Now Pearsall plays it off the back of the net, but it's picked up by Culver. And they got a 3-on-2 going the other way. Tango with a nice defensive play. Just comes away with a steal. Made it look easy. And he rims it around nicely to Louis G, who throws on the burners. Louis G with a shot. Rebound. Didn't get on net. Good stick there by Sargo covering for a defenseman. 10-11 left in the ball game. We're all knotted up at 4. Last 2 goals by Culver. Sargo gets taken into the boards. Backhand pass, broken up. Louis G nicely backhands this one out of the zone. Is going to get on net. Goalie comes out to play it. Culver plays it D to D in their own zone. Sargo on the forecheck. Now Houghton joins efforts. Dunn's out there as well. Veneziano and Metz defensively. They play the puck to each other. Long pass to Sargo. Backhand over to Dunn. Dunn with some speed. Pulls up. Looking for some partners here. Now we find Sargo, but he throws one high over his stick. Sargo with some good effort there, but the puck comes out of the zone. Metz knocks the puck away. Long centering pass. Doesn't connect. Now Houghton has it, and he's going to skate the other way. Houghton backhands one in. Dunn, backhand pass, looking for Sargo in front of the net. Couldn't get there. Culver just skates it out. Gets it to the red line. Good stick by Metz, and that's going to be a delayed offsides. Allows them to touch up. Houghton plays it up to Sargo to Dunn. And we're back in the offensive zone. Dunn gets ridden to the guys. Houghton comes away with the steal, though, on his backhand. Over to Dunn. Shot. Dunn on net. Good save. Metz rifles one over to Veneziano. His long shot from the point, high and over the net. Puck comes out. They call it net again? I'm not sure. Figure out a solution. The goalie continues to kick the net off. Olick's going to come out here now with Gallant and Imler. 8:40 left in the ball game. We're tied at 4. Olick's been dynamite in the face-off circle today. He wins this one forward to himself. Backhand drop pass, trying to find Gallant. Now Gallant comes in on the forecheck. Olick swoops in with a stick. Long pass out, got it to the red line. Nice tip in there by Culver. That's going to avoid an icing. Edwards is there. I'm sorry, that's Mowry. It's going to be an icing on the pens. 8:16 left in the ball game. Tied up at 4. Face off one over to Mowry. He backhands it to Edwards. Gets it up to Olick. Olick drives around the goal line. Loose puck. He's going to swoop in himself. Drops it for a cutting Imler, who gets tripped out to the ice. Nice flash. Nice. Hard to the net was Imler. Drop pass intercepted now by Imler on the back check. He's going to skate it the other way. Passes forward to Olick. Olick tries sliding one over to Gallant. That should be on net there. Nice tip in by Culver. Sargo reeling DeSimone out there together. Edwards crashing hard to the net. Long shot, high and wide over the net. Loose puck picked up by Reeling. Reeling gets it to DeSimone. DeSimone pulls up, looks over his options, tries to find Reeling cutting. Pass got broken up. Just off DeSimone's stick, now Reeling has it, he brings it in. His shot and scores! DeSimone to Reeling. And that's gonna put the Pens on top 5-4. Reeling from the face-off dot, roped one, top shelf blocker side. And that gives the Pens another lead here in the game. Let's see if they can hold on to it. 6:39 left in the frame. Pens on top 5-4. Luigi is out there with Pearsall and Dewey. Veneziano gets it to Pearsall. Luigi on a nice forecheck, creates a turnover at the blue line. Culver does come away with it momentarily. Luigi gets it over to Veneziano. Veneziano throws it into the corner. Dewey throws one just wide of the net. Bob should say blocker down from the goalie. Pearsall on a nice forecheck. Luigi keeps it in on for the moment. Now comes out to Veneziano, who just backhands one in, allows the Pens to touch up, and Pearsall's right back in there in the forecheck. Ty drives his man into the boards. Now Luigi comes in, causes a turnover for a moment. Sargo's stick pops that one up. Good stick by Culver, gets it deep into the zone. Mowry and Metz out there defensively. Mowry up the ice. Off a defenseman's skates for Culver. Almost created a chance for the Pens. Houghton now. Driving, gets that one knocked aside. Great check by Luigi, drives his man to the ice on the forecheck. Houghton, now he's just shoveling his man out. He's just sitting on the puck. And the refs are gonna have to call a whistle. Culver player just sitting on the puck. Luigi was about to shovel him off of it after he knocked him to the ice with a beautiful check. Like to see the physicality from the Pens. Certainly been the stronger, more physical team all game. At least before the whistle. After the whistle, Culver's been dominant. 5-4, Pens on top, 5:22 left in the frame. Sargo, Dunn, Houghton, Mowry, Metz, Schuyler and net. Dunn on a forecheck. Puck bounces out to center ice. Metz plays it over to Mowry. Mowry up to Houghton. He's going to tip that one out of play. .503 left in the contest. Dunn. He has something to say for the Culver player, who wanted no part of Dunn on that battle along the boards. Kicked into the zone by Houghton. Dunn throws his shoulder against his man, wins that puck battle. And here comes Culver the other way. Backhand pass broken up nicely by Mowry right in front of the net. Strong stick there, gets it over to Dunn. Dunn plays it in, allows Houghton to chase. Reeling comes in on a forecheck, Steele knocks it away for a moment. Now the puck's deep into the zone. Pass intercepted by DeSimone. DeSimone makes somebody miss. He's got Tango joining him. He tries to get it cross ice to Reeling. Good look, couldn't get there. Olick's now on the ice. Olick throws it deep into the corner. DeSimone's going to be there on the check. Smartly played across ice by Culver. They want a breathing room from this forecheck pressure. Edwards gets it right off Olick's stick. 3:45 left in the ball game. Olick on a nice forecheck. Loose puck. DeSimone throws it back in deep. Reeling's going to be the first man there now. Another stick there. Culver can't get anything going here. Now Reeling has it. Just throws it right back in. Olick's going to be the first one there. 3:19 left in the ball game. Great forecheck pressure by the Pens. Now another steal by Veneziano. Veneziano going. Veneziano drops it for Reeling. Reeling fights through a little bit of a stick. Now he's in a pinwheel back. Drops it. Leaves it for Tango. Tango throws it all the way out. All the way back. Played by Schuyler. Veneziano couldn't connect with Dewey. No icing. Picked up by Maury behind his own net. Shipped up along the boards. Thrown deep into the corner. 2:36 left in the contest. Pens chip it out and high off the glass. That one's not going to make it. Pearsall on a good forecheck. Drives his man into the ice. Veneziano now plays it up to Pearsall. The referee kept it at the blue line or it would have went deeper. Now Maury intercepts it. Culver can't get anything going. This was some of the suffocating pressure you're expecting from the Pens earlier. Now Maury has it. Plays across ice to Dewey. Dewey flips one smartly over to Luigi, so it wouldn't be an icing. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Maury plays it a rocket through center ice. Comes back to him. Gets it up to Sargo. Sargo's going to gain the red line. Just dump it in and chase. Pens go for a partial change. Pearsall's off. Luigi stays on. Sargo and Hutland joining now. Off Sargo's skates. Sargo plays it to the near board. Shot on net. Tipped just wide by Luigi. Taken to the ice for a moment. Now Hutland's back up on the forecheck. Luigi going for a change. Might be pulling the goalie here with 1:25 left in the contest. No, they won't. Metz plays it back around the boards. Edwards has it. Nice pass from Edwards to Dunn. Got it through traffic with touch. And Dunn tries to go short angle, short side on the backhand. 1:05 left in the ball game. Here comes Culver the other way. With some speed. Good stick by Dunn. And Metz joining forces. Puck still loose in front of the net and he scores! With 50 seconds left in the ball game. From behind the net. They had just pulled their goalie. I don't think it had anything to do with it. From behind the goal line, they found a man just no one in front. And unfortunately, that's going to tie it up with 50 seconds remaining in the game. Pearsall is going to come out and take this draw with Olick, Reeling, Maury, and Tango. Puck bounces into the defensive zone. Tango's there for a moment, but now Culver has it. Centering pass comes out. Reeling tips it for a second. Nice defensive play by Culver to keep it with 33 seconds left. Now Maury's going to take it himself. Maury drops it for Reeling. Reeling fires one through. Can he get it to Pearsall? Puck comes all the way back out here. Off of Reeling's stick, but not out of the zone. And with 7 seconds, Pearsall's going to get it all the way up to Olick. It's a 2-on-1 to Reeling. He shoots and scores with a second left. What a pass from Olick to Reeling. From Pearsall to Olick to Reeling. with 1 second left in the contest. .3 in the contest. Pearsall played it nicely out of the zone, and Olick skated in on a 2-on-1, waited with some nice patience. Simone had 2. Really? Sargo had 2. And that's going to do it for the ball game. Simone taking some wax, and he's going to say, oh, thanks for playing, Culver. Nice to see us. And the Pens come up with a big win. You know, I'm joined here in the booth for the last second of the game by the Commodore. I'll let him take it away from here. Commodore, it's good to have you back.
Oh, it's good to be back, Ben. The Commodore's 3 stars of the game. For the Penguins, forward number 19, Anthony Sargo, the 3rd star of the game. Just a fantastic game all around. So many good little plays that led to the Penguins scoring. Great game by Anthony. 2nd star of the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins, with a presence on the score sheet, a physical presence, a presence in warm-ups. Number 6, Riker Reeling, the number 2 star of the game. And the number 1 star of the game. I called it early, Ben. I knew it. I felt it.
The premonition was there, and that makes this even more valuable.
That's right. The newest Penguin, number 21, Dominic DeSimone. A fantastic opening weekend for him. Congrats on his 2 goals, and I think he had an assist as well, and just a great, great player all the way around. So there's your Commodore's 3 stars of the game.
Thanks for making the effort to come back, Commodore. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll catch you next week.